What is going on, guys? Stas here. Welcome back to another video. So listen up. We have 5 stocks to break down today, all of which are looking pretty good here on the charts, at least in my opinion. We're going to break down the charts here and go over some key levels, what I'm looking to do, all that good stuff. So hit the like button, make sure to subscribe, and don't forget to follow me on X and on TikTok. Very important, guys. Make sure to do that. Those are linked down below. And with that being said, let's dive right into the video. So check it out. Right now when I'm making this video, it is midday Friday. I think I will release this though on Saturday in preparation for the following week. Either way, guys, this will be relevant when you're watching it, right? Again, we're going to break down 5 stocks that I think are on the verge of breaking out. So let's dive right into it. So right now when I'm filming this, guys, indexes are all over the place, right? We have the S&P up a little bit, 0.1%, Dow's up 0.2%, but the Nasdaq's down 0.4%, and we have the Russell down, or actually up 0.7%. So we're all over the place today. It's one of those days, guys, and the first stock we're going to break down in this video is Enphase, ticker symbol ENPH. This looks like it's getting ready to erupt, which, full disclosure, guys, nothing's guaranteed. You got to do your own research. I'm not a financial advisor, and as of now, I don't own any of these stocks. So full disclosure, please do your own research, guys. You got to keep that in mind. So with that being out of the way, we can see Enphase is up right around 1.5% right now, and we have an ascending triangle on the 4-hour chart. You guys probably see that. We have clear higher lows being made into this resistance at about 135, 136. So if Enphase could break out of that point, guys, man, this thing's got clear blue skies ahead to the mid 100s, maybe even high 100s. You guys can see back in when was this? The middle of July, Enphase was at $192 per share. And I remember this very vividly. This stock outperformed the market like crazy in 2022 when we had that bear market. Enphase was the opposite of a bear market, right? When SPY was down, the Nasdaq was down, Enphase was up like no other. I mean, look at the performance in 2022. It started off the year at about 140 and it went all the way to 340 that entire year. Just shot up, right? And you guys can see what happened after that. Once we got into 2023, it seems like a lot of big money started cycling out of Enphase because of how well it had performed, and they started buying beaten down stocks that got really beaten down in the bear market of 2022, right? And, they started buying those stocks up, and man, a lot of money came out of Enphase to the point where it got all the way down to $73. So that was huge, about an 80% drop in 2023 roughly. So we had a nice move in 22, but 2023 was disastrous to the point where Enphase lost all the gains. And even where it's at right now, we're still under the point where we were to start 2022, which is insane. We're still under that point, which is right around 140, 145. So forget about that. Let's go back to the 4-hour chart, guys. Let's see if this ascending triangle plays out. I'm going to set my alert at $135. We'll do that for now. Mark is at or above, and we'll see where it goes from there. So the second one is CCL, Carnival Cruise Line, which right now we can see it's starting to break out. We're above the moving averages here. We're starting to break out of this channel, which I had drawn out a couple of videos ago when we last covered this. Let me extend it to the right. We can see we're now breaking out of this channel, and we also, if I clear the drawing set here, guys, have an inverse head and shoulders. Not the cleanest cut looking one, but in my eyes, it is one, and that's starting to play out as well, obviously. So keep your eyes on this CCL. The company's actually also set to report earnings in a couple of weeks here. It looks like in about 3 weeks from right now on the 27th of March. So at the end of this month, we're going to get their numbers, and they're looking to do EPS of negative 18 cents, which, yeah, they're losing money, guys, but That is a lot better than last year's negative 55 cents that they reported, right? So pretty good there in terms of year-over-year improvement on EPS and revenue. They're projected to do $5.42 billion, which is, yeah, not too bad. So CCL, add it to your watch list. Keep your eyes on this as it is, again, starting to break out of the moving averages, heading into earnings. So BBY is another one that I'm looking at, also known as Best Buy. This company just reported a couple of weeks, or actually not even weeks ago, literally last week. About a week ago, a little over a week ago, we got their earnings, and BBY shot up to about 86 bucks. And then we pretty much gave back all those gains from 86 down to about 75, 76. So that was a 12% drop. And since that point, we've rebounded the past couple of days here to the point now we're starting to push 80 bucks per share yet again. So if BBY can start pushing $80, in my opinion, and we start taking these highs out, which let me show you this. Let me show you this right here. 80 bucks to about 79 bucks. That's a big resistance from the end of August of last year. Also the beginning of this year, we hit about 79 bucks, then we sold off. So we have to get out of that point. And you guys can see here, we kind of do have an ascending triangle on BBY. So if we do get out of 80 bucks, I'd say, and I'll set my alert there in a second, we could start making a move like this, in my opinion, to the mid 80s, right? We could make that move quite quickly. That's a tongue twister. We're not going to say that one again, guys. But yeah, let me set my alert at 80 bucks per share. Yeah, let's do that. Mark is at or above 80 bucks. So the next one here, guys, is Lululemon. Let me pull up Lululemon and show you. LULU is the ticker. So this one is not quite yet fully breaking out, although we are up over 1% at the time I'm making this video. We are moving above the 50 SMA on the 4-hour chart, which is good, although we're under the 180 SMA. We have a wedge on Lulu heading into earnings, which is why I'm watching it very closely here, guys, because this thing tends to move quite drastically in either direction during earnings. And, over the past 2 earnings reports, it looks like it shot up after each one, which doesn't mean it's going to happen again. It doesn't mean it's going to happen again, guys, but that's just worth noting, as we are actually down about, 10% from the 516 high right now, heading into earnings, which are on the 21st of March, which those are in about 2 weeks from now, under 2 weeks from now, the earnings come out. So they're looking to do EPS of $5 versus the $4.40 from last year on this earnings report coming up. And the average revenue estimate is $3.2 billion versus $2.77 billion from last year, and that would be up 15% year over year. Not bad, guys. So I'm going to set my alert at, let's do it at 470. Mark is at or above 470. All right, there we go. And we'll see if we start breaking out maybe before earnings. Time will tell. So the last one here, guys, which they just reported earnings and their stock shot up and now it's pulling back a bit post earnings. It is CrowdStrike, CRWD. They reported numbers. Stock went from under 300 to pretty much the high 300s after earnings. Nuts, I know, up to 380. And now CrowdStrike's pulled back down to about 320. So I'm looking to see if we get another rally in CrowdStrike, essentially. If we get a rebound rally post earnings here after this sell-off, maybe it happens here. I'm thinking at least, obviously not guaranteed, but in the lower 300s, 310, 315, that's where I'm looking to see if we consolidate and maybe start to get a bounce as well. So yeah, I'm watching the pullback. We're not really getting the bounce yet, but I'm being patient, obviously, as momentum's clearly still in the Bulls' favor. So What do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. We're trying to get the 50,000 subs this year, guys. And of course, if you want some free stocks from Moomoo, use that link down below or go to StockSurfS.com/Moomoo. Open up your account and fund it with your initial $100 deposit. You get 5 stocks, and fund it with at least $1,000. You get 10 more stocks, totaling 15 stocks, and each of those could be valued up to $2,000, guys. So get on it. Use that Moomoo link down below, or again, go to StockSurfS.com/Moomoo. And with that being said, cheers. I'll catch you all in the next one.